Hi Maniacs, my name's Lyric and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today on day 15 of 31 days of Halloween, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do like a missing or caged SFX makeup look. This is super useful for doing a whole bunch of different kind of like character things. The two biggest ones that I would recommend you try this with is a See No Evil and Speak No Evil. I'm going to be doing See No Evil because I find it easier to do my eyes than it is my mouth, because this area moves a lot. So if you do it on your mouth, please be very mindful of your placement of the caged makeup. Other than that, super easy, barely an inconvenience, and we're gonna get started. So let's go. The look you're about to see me create uses liquid latex. If you are allergic to liquid latex, please do not use this. This is also going to be going around my eyes, and if you guys attempt to do this, please be very, very careful. Don't get any of this stuff or any SFX products in your eyes unless they are made for it. Trust me, doesn't end well. The amount of times that I've gotten stuff in my eye that don't belong there. Just be very, very careful, and make sure you do a patch test of liquid latex if you are unsure if you're allergic to it. This just means taking about a 1 by 1 inch square on your wrist, leaving it for 12 to 24 hours. If you have any sort of redness, irritation, itching, scratching, hives start to come up, anything like that, don't do this. I care about your safety. Alright, now let's get started. Alrighty, so I'm just starting off with normal face of makeup. This is just what I had on during the day. And then I'm taking a eyeliner pen and I'm marking out kind of where I want my placement of latex and cotton balls to be. This is super easy to get just this flat piece of cotton from a cotton ball. All you have to do is unwind it. And the trick here is to make sure that your latex is saturated enough so that you can mold it, but not so saturated that it's super heavy or it's dripping with latex. And I'm just kind of molding and shaping it. The main kind of point that you want to get with this look is to cover whatever you are supposed to have missing or like caged in, something like that. So if you were to do this on your mouth, you'd start with the top lip and you'd create your little like dangles going down. That is super important, is making sure that you start at the top and then go to the bottom. If you do it the other way, it can take a lot longer. I prefer doing it this way, but you know, pick whichever one you'd like. Also, while you're doing this, make sure that you're able to see, because vision is like 10 out of 10 important. As somebody who does not have the best of vision, I like being able to see. And you can get this look and have it look really cool and have a lot of dangles and whatnot and still being able to see. So just constantly test your range of vision. And if you are going out in this look, make sure that you're traveling with somebody and that if you can't see, like I can't see out of my peripherals when I do this look. So make sure whoever you're with is conscious of that and saving you from getting into trouble. And all I do to kind of build this up is I do a base layer of cotton and I create a few dangles out of that, and then I take more strips of cotton and create more dangles. Now all I'm doing is I'm taking some black eyeshadow and I am darkening the area in which I think will be visible when I finish my latex. And this does not have to be super clean, super precise. If you end up putting latex and cotton over the edges of the black, you know, that's completely fine. We're not trying to win a Miss America pageant. We're trying to look like Bucky Barnes from The Winter Soldier. Because that eyeliner. And then I'm just going to start going into the bottom of the sockets. Another thing while you're working with cotton and latex is making sure that the latex dries completely. If you try to paint over wet latex, you will ruin whatever it is you're painting with unless you're using an airbrush kit. If you're using an airbrush kit, then, you know, do what you want. I can't control you. But if you are going to be painting over this, like I will be, make sure that the latex is dried completely, because trust me when I say this, I've ruined so many brushes and sponges because I've tried to paint over wet latex. The way that you'll know if your latex is dried is it'll go from being this pristine white, well, as close as you can get to pristine white that you see, like that I'm making with the bottom portion of my prosthetics. You'll see it go from this white to this kind of like yellowish translucent color. It'll dramatically shift in colors and you'll be able to see through to your skin underneath. So that's just another thing to be mindful of. And the way that I create my bottom dangles are a bit different than how I create my top ones. I take a piece of cotton, saturate the end so that it sticks to my pre-existing prosthetic, and then I just pull up. That creates a really nice effect, and that's the way I create the bottom dangles. You can also do this for the top, but I don't know why I didn't do that. Now comes the fun part. I'm gonna start painting my latex. I'm taking a brown eyeshadow and I'm brushing this over the latex. This is gonna make it easier when I put the foundation on for it to match my skin tone, because if you put your foundation over white latex, it's always gonna be lighter than your skin, so it'll never truly blend. So just make sure you put a dark brown or just a brown in general over your latex. It'll make it so much easier to blend in with your skin. Then I'm taking a very destroyed brush and I am kind of brushing and stippling some reds and pinks along the edges of the prosthetics just to give it some irritation. Alright, after a few moments of trying to find this syringe, I am going to fill it full of blood and I'm going to start putting blood all over these prosthetics. Here's an instance of do as I say, not as I do. Do not wear a white shirt while you're doing this. I had to be so careful. And that's usually not how I roll because I'm all about style. And then you just kind of go to town with this. You can make this as bloody and gory as you want. Because of these little pockets that are created when you pull on the cotton and you create the little caged bits, it's really easy to create some natural blood pockets by just taking the syringe and squeezing a good amount of blood into said pockets. Now, the reason why I'm using a syringe is it gives me a sharper application. I know exactly where I'm placing my blood, and it freaks people out when you're in a hotel room and you're doing this in front of them. Because then they wonder, where did you get that syringe? And I'm like, I've had it for ages because I reuse them for cosplay. This does not have a needle on it, by the way, and is completely sanitized. And then just like that, I am done. Thank you guys for watching my See No Evil look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more, and stick around for the next 16 days of 31 Days of Halloween. Alright, bye, maniacs!